Hey, what's going on YouTube? Leland4783 coming at you with another video. Today, making a video about a game that I've become quite fond of in the past few days called Rusty Hearts. It's a free-to-play, free-to-download MMORPG game on, well, you gotta go to rustyhearts.com or whatever. It used to be on Steam under the free-to-play, but I think they've taken it off now. It might be back. Who knows? So this is going to be like fun facts and exactly what goes on inside the game. The game itself is more of a hack and slash type MMORPG. So kind of related like Dynasty Warrior. What you gotta do is you gotta defeat a certain amount of enemies in an area to advance to the next area. You get potions, skills, and everything that you can upgrade and all that, and we'll go into it as soon as we get in. Now, when you come into the game, you're going to have to pick which server is closest to you. I'm on the East Coast, so I choose East. And then it gives you a world to select, and there's only one. Then you go to the character select screen here. Now notice, I have one character, but there's multiple slots so that you can set up. And what people do is when they fully level up a character or they get it pretty high, they'll start a new game and start collecting items through these other characters to send to their main character so that they can get nice items like that. Plus there is different costumes so that you can customize your avatar's layout and custom sword combinations like the blades that I do have for my character right now. Very expensive to make when you start out, but you guys will get used to it. Also, under the characters, first character is going to be the Franz class. And Franz class is basically just all physical attacks. And a little bit of darkness powers, as you can see down in the screen right down here. There's also different avatars for it, the one that I'm using. And then there's this one also, but this one has to be bought from the cash shop. It is free to play, but certain avatars and well, only this avatar at the time is the one that you would have to buy. And costumes for some specialized costumes you would have to buy too. Then you go up here to the top of the screen and you can choose different classes. There's the magic class with Angela and her alternate Edgar. You've got the Tude class, which is just all physical attacks. No darkness or magic or anything like that. And then Milin Shane. Then there's Natasha, who's basically a long-range attack class with weapons, such as guns. There's weapon pack and all that other stuff. This one has no alternate, avatar skins right now. And none of them have any ones that you can just buy on their own, except for the Franz class, which is one of the most popular along with Angela. Both of these two together make up the best team because their weaknesses against each other. But both together they can attack with everything that the game has to offer, magic and attack-wise. So, they make a very powerful combination. So you'll see a lot of these character choices, and some of these very rare on Natasha. Let's go back and get into the game with my character so I can show you around. Now, of course, with this game being an MMORPG, you need to have internet connection. So, beware of that. Plus, when I downloaded it, this game is in beta still. It's still not complete. It's an open beta, so remember that. This today's luck thing happens every time you sign in after a certain amount on another day. And it gives you a special ability. The one I got just gives me magic attack plus 5%. So that'll happen. Right now we are in the room. Each character gets their own private room with a storage box. In the storage box you can store items and you can also store money. Now you can expand your warehouse, as they call it, to hold more items, though I haven't found out how to do it, and I believe the only way maybe to do it is if you pay money to actually do it. But that means you can only store a certain amount of items, and you can only store... You can store an unlimited amount of cash as far as I can see right now. I don't know any limits on it. Okay, now, up here in the corner is going to be your level, character's name. We got HP, skill power that's left, and then there's this AP bar underneath of here for special abilities within skills. When it's completely full, it'll drain down while you're using the skill until it's gone. What else? We have the chat box right here. Normal, whisper, party, guild, trade, and systems. So you can talk in any different way you would want to with all the characters, see what's going on. It'll also tell you what you pick up and everything else like that. Down here at the bottom, we've got, start on this side. These are, I want to say they're passive abilities or buff abilities. I think they're buff. But you can set them to the F keys, only F1 for F4, and then when you push them, it'll do a certain amount of thing to you. Like this one reduces darkness for distance by 30%, and this one is Berserker, which will give you a lot higher boosted aspects for a certain period of time using the AP bar, which is not full at the time. It's right underneath the blue bar, and it'll fill up green. Now these are skill attacks that you can use and set. With Angela, you get some healing ones. All these ones are basically physical attacks and darkness damage dealing things because of my character being fully physical. Then you got items bar, which you can put. I put HP and what is it? Magic points, I guess. Potions. And then you got shop under here. You got the cash box, cash shop, character, content, community, and system menu. Alright, let's go outside and see what's going on. I'll take you to the Fountain Center, which is where most of you will probably start. If you start with one of the alternate skins, you usually start in the forest, which I can't show you anymore because I'm out of there, unfortunately. I'm too high of a level for that place now. Do. Gotta wait. Alright. So we're in the game. This is basically where everything takes place. Whoa. Internet's trying to catch up. There we go. Alright. This is where everything takes place in the game. I don't know why I went to the cathedral, but I did go to the cathedral. Huh. That's weird. There's different characters with blue names above them. They'll do different things for you. Like this one does a Tude skill. So Tude class characters can hone their skills here. Also, when they have that yellow ... above their head, that means they have a quest that they want you to complete so you can get money well, you get money, you get experience, and you can possibly get some secret items. This is the one for the France class. So if we go in, we can look at quest, design shop, where you can get certain designs for your character. Where's my character's designs? Who cares? But it'll show you them when you look at it and everything else. Also, go down here to skill and you can hone different skills. Now, when you first start, there's going to be a basic, and then it's going to show you a preview of the 3 different weapons you can choose from. Once you get to level 20 and you complete the first area, they're going to ask you to focus on one certain skill. At that point, you're going to get all your skill points back, and you have to spend them on more skills as such in here again. So it gives you a restart, and then be aware after that restart you have to go in and tap on the skills that you had before to relearn them. At a certain level also you're able to obtain different skills. So see, this one that requires a level 20 and a certain amount of skill points to learn. That's basic weapon mastery, and that one's going to help out a lot. But 273 skill points is not what I have right now. Yes, you can do different different quests, and you can choose to do some or not. Certain ones, like main story quests, you do have to do. Now, this is where you go into the dungeons right here. Outside of every dungeon, there's going to be this board that you can go and look at wanted posters, and they'll tell you to go defeat a certain boss in a certain area. Now, when you go up to the door, it's going to give you a map here and show you what areas you can access, depending on what level you are at the time and what missions are going on. You choose the area, and then you can choose between 4 different difficulties. At first, you got to get normal, then you have to beat it in hard to unlock very hard, then you have to beat very hard to unlock blood mode. Blood mode, highly recommended that you have more than one person going in. You can have up to 4-person party going into every level in this game. It makes everything much more faster. You get better items depending on the amount of people you have going in that you can melt down and make better weapons with, and like these ones right here. And you, what else? Get through it faster. Now, blood mode is going to give you no experience, but it's going to give you items that you can get better items from dismantling. And to dismantle items, you have to go to this nice little place and find this little oven right here. Hold on. Sorry, dry throat. Okay. Anyways, dismantling weapons is very helpful in the fact that you'll get mithril, and mithril is what you're going to need to make weapons like the one I have in my position right now. You can also upgrade these weapons, and it's based on a percentage on how well it actually gets upgraded and if it'll actually succeed or fail. If it fails, it goes back down to level 1. It's not like your weapon's going to break, and you have to start all over again, and it costs money and wisdom stones, I believe they're called. Man, maybe I'm getting sick. Who knows? Alright, other basic features. WASD is not how you move. You have to move with the arrow keys. W makes you look... Man, sorry guys. W makes you line up with your head. Q and E make your camera rotate. ASD are binded to the actual skills down here at the bottom of the screen. And yeah, that's about it. Then the 1 through 5 buttons, or 1 through 6 buttons, are binded to the item section, and the F keys are binded for some purposes to, what is it, the different skills or passive or buff skills you can use. Buff is basically something that'll increase your certain abilities for a certain amount of time. As you can see, there's different people around here that you could get missions from when you first start. Different shops. It's pretty cool. Okay, key bindings. P, you can access the party mode, and right now, since it's during the daytime, there's not many parties going on, but this is where you can go to find them or create your own party. Let's see. I brings up your inventory, and you can look at different things like equipment, and then you can see the different abilities. Now, the longer listed one on the side is the swords that I have out right now. They are essentially weaker than the swords I'm over top of right now, but they have a longer list of special abilities, and that's what crafting a weapon will get you. You might find a weapon, standard one, that is more, what is it? How would you want to say? More powerful in some ways, but you're not going to get all these special abilities off of it. So, yeah. You go to consumables, and this is where your potions will sit. AP potions. Different gems you can combine to different weapons and stuff. You'll figure that out as you go through the game. I don't have time to go into everything. Other gives you the materials and tradable stuff and stuff that you can collect to make items and stuff like that. Quest items, which I'm not sure if they ever go away, but I'm hoping that doesn't affect the weight up here. Yes, you can only carry a certain weight, and you can only carry a certain amount. Then costume section, where everything that costume-wise to make your character look different goes. Now, the game is unique in the way that the costume is what affects your appearance. Armor is worn, essentially, I guess, underneath the costume, so you don't see it. And your costume will never wear out or break. Items will break, and they have a certain amount of durability, but you can go to a weapon shop or to the blacksmith and select the repair all button, which you should do like every 3 playthroughs, and spend a certain amount of money repairing the weapons. When a weapon breaks, up here in the corner where your HP bar and stuff is, they'll show a hilt with a broken blade above it, and that'll tell you if it's broken. Another way to tell is if you're only doing like 1 damage to your enemies now. And that's why I carry a second set of swords all the time, in case that happens in a dungeon. If you leave a dungeon early, your durability the durability of your objects will break at 4 times faster rate than normal. So you got to be aware of that. And if you want that effect to go away, it lasts like 10 minutes. If you want it to go away, you have to pay a certain amount of gold. And if you're like me, you want to save as much as you can. I'm a real stickler about it, because you can buy certain items. Going into that, you can go into the auction house too, which is free. Now, the search engine is a bit funky. You have to spell the stuff out exactly. It's case sensitive, and it's sensitive in every way. If it has an asterisk or parenthesis or whatever, you have to put that item in there. You also have to put the capital letters and stuff. It's extremely sensitive. But easiest way to go around is go to weapons, go to twin swords, which I'm using. Hit the search button and it'll show you every single one that is online for sale. Now notice, this is an epic level weapon. It has a purple name, and all the names will be a different color based on how powerful they are or what class of weapon they are. Notice it's 1,500,000 gold. It's a lot of money. And I mean, it's a lot stronger than mine. It doesn't have a cool ability list like mine, but as you level it up, it will go up. Yes, that's the auction house. That's inventory. Then you can go to the skill page by pressing K. Oh man, sorry guys. I hope all this coughing doesn't affect the video quality. But it'll tell you what level they are, what abilities you have, the buff abilities, like I was telling you, passive abilities, which are always on, but it'll show you if you actually have it or not. Active abilities, you can click and drag down to the slot you want it in. If you want to use that ability, you only get to choose from 6 at a time. Or no, it's not even 6. Is it? Yeah, it is 6. Alright, buff abilities, you can only choose 4 at a time, and then passive, you don't even have to do anything with. You can just look through the pages and see which ones you have. Now, to buy the different skills and use your skill points, you have to find your character's skill master or whatever it is. So just remember that. And off to the side there, it shows you a little way. It shows you other abilities, combo list and stuff that you can use. So pay mind to that too. There's also another button that a lot of people don't know about, and I was brought attention to last night. When you press the U button, you can look at everything. There's a forest cabin that you start out at, and it shows you what items you can pick up from the different dungeons based on what difficulty you're playing them at. So let's say I want to look at here in the city. I want to go to over where I'm at right now in the atrium, and then it'll show you the enemies that you're going to fight and all their different weaknesses and everything else like that. And you can look at all the items that you'll be able to pick up inside the different levels. Now that's only on normal mode. Now if I change it to very hard, the item list didn't change. Give me a sec. Let me choose one that I know it changes at. Public baths. Now if I change to very hard, no, let's go to blood mode. Blood mode, there we go. Now all the items change, and you get a higher rate of getting weapons and armor and stuff like that are of a higher level that you can dismantle down and get more mithril from. Now, like I said, in blood mode, you aren't going to gain any experience, and you really need to find a party to do it. So hopefully you have some friends that you can bring on and do something like that. And that's basically it. I'll go into a match and show you a few rounds of what you're going to be getting into. There's a boss at the end of every dungeon. Now, these ones are low level to me, so I can play it really heavy. Put it on very hard mode. I dare not do blood mode, even though I consider myself a beast at the game. Using all the skills and stuff and different combos really helps out. And stuff. You just have to remember how to do the keys. Oh, and the game is control pad compatible. So if you have an Xbox controller or something laying around, you can set it up so that you can play the game with it. Now you're still going to need to use the mouse for certain things because there's so much going on. Oh, I'm getting hit. And yeah, that's it. Tearing ass up. Let's go. Next room. These guys are way too weak for me. What? Ah, man, he wasn't up all the way. And when you go to pick up items now, like I said, it shows blue, green, it'll show the name as red or purple based on what kind of level item they are. It will also show that when you're laying on the ground so you know which ones to pick up. Like if you're like me and you're trying to sell everything and dismantle it or making money and stuff like that, you can pick up the items you know you can trade for a lot. Like this. White name, crap. All white names, crap. Oh, man. Oh, if you press the M button, you can bring up the map so you can see where you're going, what parts you've been in, and everything else. And sometimes when you have to go search for certain items, they'll show you where they are. So it's real helpful like that. Right. Voucher. Ah. And there's one of the special things that shows up. I won't go into that because you'll learn it later on anyway. Hopefully you guys will read everything on how to play it. And I highly recommend playing the tutorial on the way in. That'll help a lot. Okay. Give me the key. Maybe I'll take you guys to the boss chamber. Why not? It's only one over. Yep. Let's do it. I'll show you guys a boss. And if you think it's just going to be normal like hack and slash all the way through levels, now there's certain things they'll add in stuff that you have to do special things to do, like you have to manipulate the level in certain ways or something to get through, such as in this one you have to beat up a group of people before you actually get to fight the boss. And one of the ones I've been in recently, you have to use block to hit archers that are above so that you can fight the boss. If you fail, I don't think you fight the boss. I haven't failed though. So yeah, there's always different things you have to do. Collecting items, it's not only just play through and get to the end. So just so you guys know, it's not gonna bore you to death. Now some of it is because if you don't pick up the certain amount, there's multiple people that you can get quests from. Certain quests you don't have to do, but it's good to get experience and level up. And some of these quests require, there's multiple ones for one level. I spent like 20 playthroughs on this level probably, trying to get everything done. So, just so you guys know. Bam, done. Woo! Oh, there's the yellow one. Clovis of Illusion. Right. That. And... oh. Okay. There was something still alive. I guess the server's just being slow. Then when you beat a stage, it'll show you I got a triple S score, which is the highest score you can get. I beat the level in 3 minutes and 25 seconds, which is outrageous. I haven't done this level since I've gotten up to level 24. I got probably no experience for my character from it. You get to choose different cards, and let me see if I can get one. Nah. But if you pick up these silver, bronze, and gold cards laying around the level, you can choose different things, and hopefully you'll get one of the items. I don't know. Gold is the only one worth it. The other ones are usually just worth selling after a while, because they aren't even going to help out. Along with crafting your own unique weapons, you can craft your own unique armor and everything also. Let's go to the crafting person, and I'll show you. And these are the different things you can craft. I'll go to twin swords, and I'll show you through. Now, the highest level of every single one is going to be the Joker Blade, and you need... it'll show you what exactly you need, and that's a lot of money you would have to spend if you just wanted to spend money buying it. Way out of our league. These are the ones I have. I needed 14 for Mithril. Dewey Decimator, the boss we just fought, a soul piece from him, 2 out of 4. I got my soul pieces on very hard mode. You don't... I mean, you can get them on very hard mode, so you don't have to play through... you don't have to play through on blood mode to try and get it. Let me see real quick. Let me pull out of this and bring it up and see if I am right about that before I make any false promises to you guys. Library, floor 2. Very hard mode. It doesn't seem to show the soul piece on the item list. Who knows? Doesn't show it on very hard either. But I guess it's just, I played it through a lot of times, like I told you guys, because I didn't do the quest, take multiple quests at a time. And it was a pain in the ass. I'll tell you right now. And it was kind of worth it, I'll say. Getting those pieces and getting these stronger swords than the one I had before, definitely worth it. And they're level 5 right now. When you upgrade them, you get a certain level. You can't view what... I don't know if you can or can't, but I'm pretty sure you can't view what you have equipped already unless you go over another weapon. But these are the blades themselves. And if I go over them, they're only a level 2. I guess I didn't have enough money, or... No, I just didn't have enough orbs to upgrade it. I think I do now, so I'm going to go try that. But it's based on a percentage system, so you got to hope and pray that you have enough stuff to actually, like, upgrade, or you got to hope and pray that the odds are in your favor so that you get a higher level weapon. I don't know where I was going. I was just thinking about upgrading it and how cool it would be. Now, the stats will go up and everything else. Upgrading your weapons is cool. Once you get to a level 6, it'll start glowing a green color. Then up higher, it'll start glowing blue. And let me see if I can find one. The one right there that has flames coming off of it is because it's an epic level weapon. As you can see, there's a blue outline that keeps blinking. And on this teddy bear right here, there's a green outline that keeps coming in and out on the weapons. Those are the glow effects. So that means they upgraded it to a higher level. And then there's a red glow, but I don't think I've seen too many of those. But basically, just the weapon itself having a glow inside of it means that it is of an epic class. And epic class weapons are hard as hell and extremely expensive to make. So that's the basic run through. You'll find stuff out on your own that I've been talking about. If you don't completely understand anything that I just said, you'll figure it out on your own. It's not too hard. And if you can't make friends with people who are a higher level, you know my name. If you guys do want to start playing the game and I'm online or something and you can search for me, ask me to join a party and I'll be glad to help you guys out. I'm always down to getting new items. Oh, also in party mode, when you go to pick up items, it basically puts it in through a roulette of your names, and it'll show you that you guys picked up that item, and then it'll start rolling through the names, and it'll pick a character. The computer will itself, completely out of random, on which character gets that item. And if you guys are cool enough friends, if somebody picks up a weapon that you can use that is stronger than the one you have right now, they'll give it to you for free. Otherwise, then they'll just run over and dismantle it and try and get something cool out of it, which is kind of what I do sometimes, even with friends. Anyways, yeah, that's about it, guys. Anything else you guys want to learn about it? You're just gonna have to figure it out on your own. I don't have enough. Ooh. Whatever. So, I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. There's not really a Rusty Hearts 101 video out there, so I decided to put one out myself. Maybe I'll make like a hardcore playthrough, a couple of hardcore playthrough videos. So if you guys want to join and make like a sweet looking, like, oh, that's a sweet epic blade. Look how it glows purple like that. Oh, that looks sweet. Yeah, so if you guys want to like be my friends on here and stuff, you got my name, just come on and talk to me, and maybe we'll make some videos of like a blood mode playthrough and be like, oh, this is super hardcore, you know what I mean? And if I find anything else cool about the game, I'll make a video about it and show you guys, like tell you about a new update or new features and stuff. It's been a long time since a new update happened to this game, so there should be one shortly here in the fall, maybe, or the winter. I haven't heard any rumors, and frankly, I haven't been looking for them either because I just started playing this game. So, oh, that's a pretty sweet costume. Cool. So, until next time, guys, this is Liam4783 signing out. See ya. That's a villager.
No, it's not. It's a pink creeper back there.
A pink one? It looks blue to me and it's coming right at me.
It's pink.
Well, on yours it's pink. On mine it's blue. Come here, bitch. Oh, yeah. That's how we do.